Earlier, we have covered so far some concept in order to learning the basic concepts of the Solidity language. And here we are going to grab some the practical part and understand how Solidity codes look like and how we are going to write the Solidity smart contract by using the Remix IDE. So let me just tell you about the brief discussion or description about the Remix IDE. So the Remix IDE, as we earlier had discussion in the previous video, IDE is stand for Integrated Development Environment. So every language is having their own environment, own development environment. Like in this case, Java having their own Eclipse. Python is also having their development environment called Anaconda, and C Sharp. Yeah, it's having the VS Code where we are just going to develop and deploy our um, the code or the concepts. So in Remix IDE available for the Solidity language because it's developed or created by the Ethereum community and it is only supporting the Solidity language. And I just wanted to clarify one more thing over here. So if you are not knowing any languages such as Java, JavaScript, Python, Go, or whatever language. I mean, if you are not from coding background and if you are here in my channel to learn about the language Solidity from the basics, so it will also boost you to get and grab some opportunity to in order to understand and make your career advance in technology sector. All right, so without further delay, let's jump into Remix IDE. So here we have to just open our any favorite browser and just simply type Remix IDE and hit the enter. And the very first thing you can see that there is a Remix Ethereum IDE is present over there. And with this icon, it's a head or it's a headphone wearing headphone. So you have to just click on this. And once the moment you click on this, so it will show you this page. And this is the welcome page of the Solidity or other Remix IDE platform. This is a home page we called. And here is, you can see if you just take your cursor over here, so it's also showing the home. If you click, this is the home page. Why you are clicking that? I'm sorry, my bad. Underneath of the home button, there is a file explorer. What is file explorer? So this is an important thing which you have to learn. So you have to just define your project, right? So this is the healthcare, this is the fintech, this is the edtech, and this is the commercial, whatever. So we are where we are going to define that. We are going to define here. So this is the place where we are just going to create our workspace for our project. So in this case, let me just click on the three dot, and there is a first option, create. So here we are going to create our first project. Should ignore this because this is a pretty common, and if you just have the advanced thing, or if you just move forward, then we will also going to touch like what is ERC20, what is ERC 721, ERC 1155, and everything. So you don't need to worry about that. We will capture all those things, but we are here beginning our journey. Let's not consider that the typical part which is not a part of this video. Okay, so we are going to define our workspace name over here. Let's see, it's in this case Solidity demo, and hit the OK button. All right, here we have defined our project Solidity demo. And after that, there is a lot of option. What are those? So first option we talked about the create. Second option is clone. What is clone? So the clone is basically the repository of GitHub. So where you can just clone your project, clone your entire work to redirect to GitHub repositories. So this is the advanced feature or the latest feature which you are able to get in order to use Remix IDE. And what is rename? So rename is basically the meaning if you wanted to rename your project name, then you can just rename it. And you can, if you wanted to just download your workspace, you can hit on the download button and it will download automatically. And if you want to just delete it, delete all the project is going to be bin, and you are not going to recover at all. And a backup and the restore. The backup is, basically you are just going to take the backup in your Google Drive or any kind of cloud drive. So the restore is also the backup where you are, if you deploy your backup on the cloud, then you can just, clicking here restore button, you can just, able to restore your all the projects back to the Remix IDE. And this is uh, the chai taste or mocha. This is not our part. This you don't need to touch about that. And yeah, that's what the workspace says. And let me just show you one more thing. Let me just let me just close this window. Oh, why I did that? Because I just wanted to show you some interesting thing. Let's go to my Safari. And again, I have to just put the Remix IDE. And the moment just hit the enter, so this page will appear. And you are not going to lose any of your project, trust me. So this is the beauty of Remix IDE. See over here, so we have still Solidity demo. So we didn't lose anything, right? And we didn't save. So where it is saving our projects and everything, our works. So it is saving this thing in browser cache. So in cache, it is store our all works, right? So I'm using the Safari this time, but if you are using the Google Chrome, would be great. So because I'm just using the Mac machine over here, so I love Safari. So yeah, so it's up to you, like whichever the platform or the search engine you wanted to use your favorite one. And the one more thing I just wanted to mention over here, so if you use the Safari this time, like I'm just using the Safari this time in my machine, so what if I want to use in a Google Chrome? So will my work, whichever I saved here in a Safari, will it be reflect to the Google Chrome? Is that possible? This is the question for you. So I know your answer is obviously no, because it is storing our cache in the browser, right? So the thing is very clear over here. So whatever work we are working on the IDE platform, so that browser is responsible to save our data in their cache. Hope my point is clear to you. So this might be asked by the interviewer. So where Solidity or where the Remix ID is storing your data? It's not in local machine, not in server, but yeah, it's in browser cache. All right, let's move further. So here we have done such things. So what is here? Here is a contract. So let's see. So we have done with the workspace, right? And we have defined our project name, and there is a contract. So you have to just right click and create your file. So my file, I will create the variables over here. Okay. The moment I hit the enter by writing the variable, right? So it is showing .sol. I didn't mention. What is this? So this is an extension of the Solidity. So SOL is stand for Solidity. So this is basically indicating this class or this file is being present or containing the Solidity programming language inside. So So here is the this workspace which this Remix ID is providing to us. And what is what is this? What is this part called? So this part is called as the control panel, where all the thing is present here, which is control panel. So this is our control panel entirely. And what is this? This part. What this part called? This part known as a side panel. This all the works from here to till here, it's called side panel. Great. And what is this? What is this until here? What is this? until here. So these all parts is called our main panel where we are going to define our logics, our code. And what is this? What is this part? So this part is known as a terminal part. So the terminal part is being used to see the output, to see the result or see the error. So whatever is not appropriately working or working appropriately, you will get your confirmation here itself. So this is the main thing. Like if you are making any mistake, so here you are going to be notified like this is the mistake. And if you are not having any problem, then they will just give you the desired output. Simple thing. Okay, let's move on. So here is a search option. My bad. So here is a search option where you can just search your project anymore, but you can just ignore this part because I never used till now. And here is the Solidity compiler. This is very important thing. You have to just know what is Solidity compiler is. So Solidity compiler containing the version's name first. So this is the Solidity version which is available till now from the start. And right now we are having, oh, you might not be able to see over here. Yeah, now it's fine. So the latest local version is released um, 0.8.18. But what? There is a 21, there is a 20, 19, and 18. 18, it's showing like it's the latest version, but we already got 19, 20, 21. What are those? Those are the beta version, like 19, 20, and 21. These three are beta version, and until 18, we have our the latest version, which is the stable version this time. So so the Solidity community or the Remix community, they are keep updating if there is any advanced features is going to be implemented by them. They are just releasing in a version, right? So these are the versions. So better, the experts suggest like if you're using 0.4.0 above version, you are going to uh, not meet with any sort of bugs in the future project. But yeah, if you're just doing the below one, like obviously it's a downgrade, so you might face some challenges or bugs. After that, let me just close this. So here is auto compile and hide warning. So you have to always click on the auto compile. So you don't need to go and check again like your whatever the logic you are writing, it is compiled or not. So you have to just tick the auto compiler. So the auto compiler is provide you the full liberty in order to compile your each line code. You simply click auto compile. So whatever you are writing, it is going to be compile at the moment itself. You don't need to worry, go and compile your each code each time. So this is the good feature for me, for you as well. And yeah, this is what it is. And let's click on the next tab. What is this? Oh, this is very important, like deploy function. So deploy function and runs transactions. So what does that mean? So uh, there is an environment. So what is the environment? So the environment is basically the data center, right? So we have injected provider, we have Shanghai, Merge, London, Berlin. These are our data center, right? And we will just go a deep dive into it. And there is a hard hat, and there is a Ganache, Prodre, and so on. So we are not going to cover all those things in one go. Like whenever, as I said, or whenever we move a bit further, we will go and cover all those topics, all these things. What are those, and what is the use of those in a greater detail. So right now we have to just focus on the four things, which is uh, either Shanghai, merged London, Berlin, because these data center is going to provide a fake ETH points or fake Ether to run or deploy our smart contract. Hope you remember earlier we talked about like whenever you just wanted to deploy your smart contract, you have to just pay the gas fee. So from where you are going to get those gas fee? So from from this thing. So the Remix VM, Shanghai, Merge in London, Berlin, they are going to provide you the fake ETH point. See, there is a 10 accounts, each account having 100 Ether in Shanghai. So let's see, Merge, they are also having 100 Ether each in 10 account, 10 different account. And also if you just click on London, they're having the same, as well as the Berlin. They are having the 10 accounts, different account, and each account having the 100 Ether, which is fake account to just run our smart contract before deploying to the main network. So so here is the account, whatever the account you are going to use. So right now, by default, we are going to use this account, and the gas limit we will talk about later, and value and these things, and what is account, what different types of account we have, and each account how many ethers we are going to get, right? And here you can see that there is a debugging. So debugging is also it's a good part, and we will cover later on. All right, so and one more thing. So here is you can see that the setting button. What is this setting button? So you have to just click on this and learn more about it. So in the setting, if you can just go in the last, there is a theme, like it's a light theme. Oh, it's I don't like it. So go down and you can just choose your theme as per your um, the favorite one, whatever is that. See the different interface, different appearances coming. Let's see this one. Okay, so you can just choose as per your use. So here I'm using the dark theme, which I love it. We have just captured all those things about the Remix IDE, and let's jump into the development part where we are going to develop our first concept. And you can see here we have already created a variable, and we are going to work on the variables, right? So without further delay, let's write our first code.